What's good? Welcome to Eat Better Today. And today I'm actually having some green juice. This is green apples, kale, lemons, and celery, all juiced up. Some tofu sticks. This is basically firm tofu, extra firm tofu, just cut up and then pan fried, shallow pan fried to get it crispy, with some ginger soy sauce, which comes from Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like Asian zing sauce, they put it on their wings. I dip this in that. It's like chicken nuggets, like gourmet chicken nuggets are better for you. It's really good. And then next, I have a quick little side salad that I made, and it's basically spring mix with white onion, just some rings of white onion with strawberry balsamic vinaigrette. I've had it for a while now. It's pretty good. But eating like this seems difficult for a lot of people. And a lot of the excuses that I hear from people is that it's expensive. This spring mix is made up of lettuce you can find in your produce section that just comes whole, and you're paying for the convenience of them pulling it apart and washing it. So honestly, I would say the real excuse for eating healthy would be time, like just not having the convenient time, you know? But then you would just have to reorganize your schedule and make sure you're getting and making the time to eat better, you know? But salad is not expensive. Getting fruit and veggies for juicing is not expensive. The most expensive thing is gonna be storage for your juice and the actual juicer if you wanna get a really nice one. I'm eating tofu. Tofu's not expensive. It's just, you don't have the mindset to replace an entire meal and make it plant-based. A lot of people look at tofu as like a auxiliary ingredient, but if you make it a main ingredient in your diet, you'll see how much cheaper it is than buying meat. And then I have a tofu sandwich here, basically sliced tofu with some lettuce and onions and sauce. But again, a loaf of bread, tofu, spring mix, a bag of onions if you feel like stretching it out for the week. And you can eat this meal as often as you can with that budget. Now, for a lot of people, they're gonna say, oh, but how do I know I'm getting enough protein? Or I don't wanna eat whatever ingredient. You have to make sure you understand how to get to the goals you want, right? So if you wanna build muscle, you're going to need protein. Tofu has enough protein in it. But again, if you're of the mindset of tofu being an auxiliary ingredient and not a main source of protein for you as a plant-based meal, it doesn't have to be a diet, just a meal or a couple meals here and there throughout the week, that you can really understand and get the benefit of the protein from tofu. There's other forms of plant-based protein sources as well too, but the idea that you have to have meat, that's not true. You can get your protein sources from a lot of different places. And you don't necessarily have to eat a lot of protein to build muscle. You have to eat enough and make sure you're getting accurate nutrients and rest. So this is how I enjoy pretty much tofu going forward, but I'm gonna start eating this a lot more. This is gonna be something I'm gonna be doing all throughout the year. Tofu sticks. I'm gonna make tofu like cubes that I can toss into salads, crumbled tofu for tacos and things like that. I'm gonna be trying tempeh. Seitan is another good one. I've tried tempeh. Tempeh's a really good one. Tempeh is good, in my opinion, better for like making crumbles and tacos. Eating it whole is not that appealing to me, but it's really good if you bake it, if you want to eat it kind of like these tofu sticks here too. But this is really good. One thing I learned when eating tofu is you gotta kind of give up the idea that it's replacing meat. It's not replacing meat, it's something different. So like how I'm eating this, if I were to think like, oh, it's gonna have the chew, the texture, and the mouthfeel of a chicken sandwich, it's like, that's not necessarily true. But what I really enjoyed about tofu that I chose over chicken today was that when I'm done eating it, I don't feel sluggish. When I'm done eating this, I don't feel like I have some kind of craving for something afterwards, right? I actually feel satisfied and I have more energy. Now, I have compared this to eating like a fried chicken sandwich to a grilled chicken sandwich. A grilled chicken sandwich is a little better on at least my energy levels in my system, but tofu has been the cleanest and so far the best. So that's why I've been choosing that option more and more lately. So if you're looking for that type of benefit, then that's something you want to think about, is whether or not you want to start replacing some of your meals with more plant-based or plant-focused meals. Because you don't necessarily have to give up meat unless you truly have some kind of like moral or ethic reason that you want to, make the transition. But more plants is not going to hurt you, I promise. It's not going to hurt you, especially if you learn how to, eat it the way you want, enjoy the foods the way you want, and things like that. Another cool thing too is I started to get a taste for plants and more veggies and things like that. Like, I haven't had a real soda in a long time. I've been drinking flavored water with a soda stream that basically just carbonates water, and then you can use a 0-calorie sweetener. But usually what has happened when I've gone this long without drinking real soda, I'll get the taste of one eventually and it'll kind of turn me off, It'll be a little too intense or it's too much. And then as you get used to it again, which can quickly happen, you'll start drinking sodas again. Same with juice. A lot of my juice now, I can tell immediately it's not 100% or it's not fresh like this, like, freshly juiced. I can almost tell immediately. And it's almost something that's like kind of weird. Like it's kind of creepy because like it makes you think like, how many foods have you been eating all your life that you enjoy that you don't know why you enjoy them, But this has been an interesting meal. I'm gonna be eating like this more and more all year long. Salad, tofu, and some kind of veggie drink or water. But make sure you're eating better. And if you want some help with this, let me know in the comments. And find me on Facebook too. But I'm out.